Did you know that insulin resistance leads to obesity and complications like cholesterol, cardiovascular diseases, hypertension, and to polycystic ovary syndrome? The good news is, with early intervention, people with type 2 diabetes were able to bring their blood sugar levels back to normal without the need for medication. Today, we're going to show you 6 of the best ways to fight diabetes that will help you keep your blood sugar in check. Number 1. Intermittent fasting. The practice of intermittent fasting involves alternating cycles of eating and fasting. Here's an advice for newbies. Start slow. For example, you might start with a 12-hour fast and have a 12-hour eating window and then build up to a 16/8 schedule where you fast for 16 hours and have an 8-hour eating window. From there, you can transition to a smaller eating window if you prefer. People with insulin resistance benefit greatly from periods of fasting since it increases the body's sensitivity to insulin. Improved insulin sensitivity means that the body requires less insulin to regulate blood sugar, reducing the strain on the pancreas, which is particularly beneficial for individuals with type 2 diabetes. During fasting, the body shifts its energy source from glucose to stored fats, promoting a state of ketosis. This metabolic switch may enhance insulin sensitivity, making it more efficient in transporting glucose into cells. Moreover, intermittent fasting has been associated with a reduction in visceral fat, the fat stored around internal organs. Excess visceral fat is linked to insulin resistance, and by reducing it, intermittent fasting may contribute to improved insulin sensitivity. A study published in Nutrient Journal mentions that intermittent fasting can also increase insulin sensitivity and has been shown to protect against oxidative damage of proteins, lipids, and DNA. Both intermittent fasting and caloric restriction change serum insulin-like growth factor 1 and cortisol levels and improve immune function. For women, you want to limit your fasting times during the 2 weeks before your period is due. You're most likely to be ovulating 2 weeks before your period, so during that time, your hormones are most likely to be affected by fasting. Avoid fasting the week before your period. During menopause, intermittent fasting is safe. Advice and monitoring from your health provider can help tailor the fasting regimen to your specific needs. Number 2. Food sequencing. Alright, let's break down a smart strategy for managing diabetes and obesity. It's not just about counting calories, it's about when you eat them. Adjustment of total energy and nutritional balance is critically important. Meal sequencing could be your new dietary approach for insulin resistance management. Having protein or fat before carbs, it's not just a culinary preference, it's a game changer. This approach triggers the release of glucagon like peptide 1 or GLP-1, your gut MVP hormone. It helps balance insulin and glucagon levels and slows down digestion. Glucagon works to stop blood sugar levels dropping too low, hypoglycemia, while insulin is released to stop blood sugar levels rising too high, hyperglycemia. What does that mean? Improve control over those post-meal blood sugar spikes. But here's the cool part. GLP-1 also sends signs to your brain, telling it if you're full and satisfied. So, not only is this method beneficial for diabetes management, but it might just help with weight loss too. Now, if you're wondering what are the rich protein foods I could begin my meal with, don't worry, I did the homework for you. We will give you in a bit a list of 6 protein-rich foods to add to your grocery list. Now, a quick tip. Go easy on the saturated fats from meat dishes before your carbs. In the long run, it could contribute to storing energy in your fat cells. It's all about finding that tasty balance. Number 3. Fiber. Fiber intake plays a crucial role in benefiting individuals with insulin sensitivity problems. By fibers, we are not referring to those found in fruits and vegetables, which for some people might lead to discomfort, bloating, and potential harm to the colon. We're specifically honing in on fibers derived from grains such as chia, flax seeds, sesame seeds, psyllium seed husk, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds. These key players, which dissolve in water and forms a gel-like substance in the digestive tract. This gel slows down the absorption of glucose, preventing rapid spikes in blood sugar levels after meals. Additionally, fiber promotes a sense of fullness. It's also a gradual release of glucose into the bloodstream, providing a sustained and steady source of energy. Regular consumption of fiber-rich foods also improves insulin sensitivity, ensuring that the body's insulin works more efficiently to regulate blood sugar. Beyond these metabolic advantages, fiber fosters a healthy gut microbiome, influencing the body's overall response to food. A clinical trial by the New England Journal of Medicine, a high intake of dietary fiber, particularly of the soluble type, improves glycemic control, decreases hyperinsulinemia, and lowers plasma lipid concentration in patients with type 2 diabetes. The fiber amount given to the group of this clinical trial was 50 grams, 25 grams of soluble fiber, and 25 grams of insoluble fiber. Number 3. Lemon water. Sipping on a glass of lemon water before indulging in carbohydrates is a smart strategy in moderating the insulin response and slowing down the entrance of sugar into the bloodstream. Here's the science behind it. Lemon contains compounds that stimulate the production of salivary amylase, an enzyme present in saliva. Salivary amylase initiates the breakdown of complex carbohydrates right in the mouth, leading to partial digestion before reaching the stomach. This pre-digestion process not only eases the burden on the digestive system, but also delays the absorption of sugar during the digestive process. The slower absorption results in a more gradual and controlled release of glucose into the bloodstream, curbing the rapid insulin spike associated with carbohydrate consumption. Chef's tip: to protect your enamel from the acidity level of lemons, make sure to use a straw when drinking your lemon water to minimize the direct contact with teeth. After finishing your drink, rinse your mouth with plain water to neutralize the acidity. Wait for at least 30 minutes before brushing your teeth. Brushing immediately after consuming acidic drinks can further erode the enamel. Numerous studies have reported that lemon juice reduces the glycemic response to starchy foods. In a trial by the European Journal of Nutrition, 10 participants consumed equal amounts of bread and water and lemon water. In people who took lemon juice, blood glucose concentrations were 35% lower, 55 mN, after the meal, and gastric emptying was 1.5 times faster. Number 4. Zinc. Zinc plays a significant role by acting as an insulin mimetic. This essential trace mineral operates similarly to insulin and assists in glucose uptake by cells. By doing so, zinc reduces the demand on the pancreas to produce excess insulin, contributing to more efficient insulin action. This powerful element functions as a regulator in glucose metabolism, promoting a balanced and controlled response to elevated blood sugar levels. So if you are dealing with insulin resistance, this aspect is particularly valuable for you, as incorporating zinc-rich foods like seafood, red meat, and poultry into your diet may help optimize insulin function and contribute to better metabolic health. For zinc supplement, the needed intake is 25 to 50 milligrams daily for healthy people. You could try and reevaluate after a short amount of time. Remember to have a talk with your healthcare professional for any specific health condition before taking any supplements. Zinc doesn't stop there in its support to pancreatic health. Did you know that insulin resistance could cause the pancreas to produce amylin, a protein co-secreted with insulin? This protein forms troublesome clumps. This clumping phenomenon is accentuated under conditions of insulin resistance, making it worse, further burdening the pancreas. Zinc, with another trick up its sleeve, steps in as a facilitator in breaking down these amylin clumps, acting as a support system for the pancreas, making it cleaner and allowing it to function optimally. Number 6. Chromium. Chromium acts as a facilitator, helping insulin make its way into cells with remarkable efficiency. It's like chromium is preparing a smooth pathway, starving the cells in a strategic way that reduces resistance to insulin. This process makes the cells more responsive to insulin, ultimately leading to a decrease in insulin levels in the bloodstream. Now, for those occasional indulgers in junk food or heavy carb loads, or individuals grappling with insulin resistance or metabolic syndrome challenges, here's the scoop. Incorporating chromium into your routine for just 3 months can work wonders. It not only improves insulin function, but also plays a pivotal role in reducing blood sugar levels. What else? Chromium has a remarkable role in activating glutathione, often hailed as the body's most powerful antioxidant. Glutathione is capable of preventing damage to important cellular components caused by sources such as free radicals and heavy metals. Chromium acts as a catalyst that awakens glutathione to its full potential. When activated, this antioxidant powerhouse turns the spotlight on the pancreas, elevating its efficiency to new heights. The result, an abundance of activated glutathione, translates to heightened cellular activity, promoting superior cell function. This not only enhances cognitive capabilities, fostering a sharper mind, but also boosts energy levels. Moreover, the cascading effects of chromium-induced glutathione activation extend to reducing the risk of cancer and slowing down the aging process. In essence, chromium emerges as a behind-the-scenes force in the pursuit of overall well-being, unlocking a cascade of benefits that extend far beyond the confines of the pancreas. Number 7. Protein-rich foods. Eggs. Eggs are nature's multivitamin. Not only are they full of protein, one large egg has around 6 grams, but they're rich in other nutrients that your body needs too. They're good sources of vitamins like B12, B6, and A, and essential minerals like choline, sodium, and potassium. In addition, eggs have quality protein and very few carbohydrates, which means they won't spike your blood sugar levels. Eggs are a great addition to your breakfast if you're concerned about insulin resistance. In a 2018 study published in Foods and Function, participants who ate eggs each day had more stable blood glucose and lower levels of insulin resistance. Wild-caught salmon. If you're a fan of seafood, salmon, or any other type of fatty fish, is a great way to make sure you have some quality protein on your plate. Salmon has 0 carbohydrates and more than 22 grams of protein in a 3-ounce cooked fillet. Not only that, but it's a great source of nutrients our body needs, like calcium, sodium, choline, retinol, vitamin B12, and selenium. The omega-3 fats that salmon contains have been shown to support a healthy brain and a healthy heart as well. No wonder the American Diabetes Association lists salmon as a superstar food. Grass-fed sirloin steak. A small 4-ounce piece of sirloin on your dinner plate will give you more than 22 grams of satisfying protein and a wealth of nutrition. Per the USDA, beef is packed with vitamin B12, calcium, potassium, and heme iron, which our bodies absorb better than non-heme iron from plants. It's also a great source of phosphorus, niacin, magnesium, folate. Protein is broken down into amino acids in our bodies. A 2023 study published in Nutrients found that protein from animal sources, like steak, is absorbed and used differently in the body than protein from plant sources. Cottage cheese. Just a half cup of whole milk cottage cheese contains about 13 grams of protein and is an excellent source of many vitamins and minerals such as calcium, vitamin A, phosphorus, and beta-carotene. The American Diabetes Association lists cottage cheese as a great protein source for people with diabetes because it shouldn't contribute to blood sugar spikes. Cottage cheese comes in different curd sizes and fat contents and pairs well with many different types of fruits and veggies. Quality chicken drumsticks. Chicken breasts might feel a little bland and boring, so give chicken drumsticks a try instead. They're made from flavorful dark meat, and just one cooked drumstick will give you a whopping 25 grams of protein. Chicken also contains all the essential amino acids, the ones our bodies need and can't make on their own. Chicken is a rich source of many different nutrients, particularly choline. According to the National Institutes of Health, choline is a nutrient that our bodies need. It helps us regulate mood, memory, and muscles. It's also necessary for brain health. While our livers make a little choline, most of it needs to come from the food we eat. Chicken has more than 70 milligrams of choline per drumstick. Mixed nuts. All types of nuts are packed with protein. Whether you like pistachios, walnuts, pecans, or any other type of nut, they can help you feel satiated and keep your blood sugar stable. According to research published in Nutrients, just an ounce of mixed nuts will give you 5 grams of protein. They're also full of fiber, folate, beta-carotene, and many other vitamins and minerals. If you're sensitive to carbohydrates, stick to nuts with fewer carbs, like pecans, macadamias, and walnuts, as opposed to nuts with more carbs, like cashews and pistachios. This could be a game changer for many. I simply couldn't keep the info to myself. This is why I crafted this video. Looking for more secrets to a health-driven lifestyle? Hit that next video and let's keep this wellness journey going.